Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm gonna do a little something different today. I've done a bunch of crafting on this channel and talked about my different cosplays and cosplay life. The one aspect that I really haven't gotten into as far as cosplay goes is makeup. So I'm gonna do a tiny little review of some of my favorites. Some I'm getting ready to use, some I just used for my lapis lazuli. Hopefully I'll be able to put some pictures of lapis after it was all said and done into this video, because I'm getting a little bit more used to using this program. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. So currently I look crazy, absolutely crazy, because I was just actually kind of playing around. We're getting ready to do a Midsummer's Night themed event, and I'm doing the Dark Fairy, and I'm trying to just play around and see what I want to do and where I want to go with that. I definitely like the lips, and I will tell you how I got to there. And I'm thinking this may be the eye that I want to do on this side. Maybe a little bit deeper, a little bit more shimmer to it, something to that effect. But on the lips, some products that I definitely highly recommend is NYX Roll-On. It's Roll-On Shimmer. Love this stuff. It says eyes, face, and body, so usually when it says eyes, face, and body, you can pretty much put it anywhere. Also, no, that's the wrong one. Lunatic Cosmetics. You can't see real well with this lighting, but like the shine and shimmer you're seeing coming off my eye, if you can see, is actually Lunatic Cosmetics loose powder. They're white. It is Monster Chromatic Silk. This is amazing. It's some of the best powder I've ever worked with as far as the white spectrum, because it not only is white, but it gives you this, it really does give you a metallic sheen and a metallic shimmer. And a lot of times if I'm going for metallic, I will actually use this on my mouth as well. But yes, so for the metallic sheen in the corner. So the top coat for my lips is this. Right underneath that, I am actually using a very highly affordable and fantastic product that I actually learned from one of my favorite makeup gurus, Tattoo Junkie. I'm sorry, I have a giant pile because I was playing right in front of me. I'm sure Tattoo Junkie is probably sitting right there in the pile. Oh, there it is. Nope, I was not totally. Tattoo Junkie. This is a liquid lipstick, and it actually comes with its own toppers. It's fantastic. It's inexpensive. I could only find a couple of the shades, unfortunately, because I use this on a regular basis, and I only found it in Chicago. At a Walgreens in Chicago. I have not been able to score it here in Cincinnati. You can order it online at Walmart and have it shipped to your local Walmart. But this stuff is fantastic. Now, I didn't use the lip topper that came with it. Basically, I put a coat of this on, let it dry down to where it gets a little bit tacky, and then I used the black NYX shimmer, and then I went over with the white. And Tattoo Junkie stays on pretty well. It doesn't feel, the sparkles, it doesn't feel gritty. Doing this way, the transfer minimum, so like you aren't getting like glitter all over yourself and all over your food and drink. It actually pretty much stays put. Yep, not even any on there. Not a lot of rub off. I actually wore the Tattoo Junkie, the nude color that I have, to Medieval Times, which the food there is good, but it's a little on the greasy side. Stayed on the whole entire time. Tattoo Junkie is fantastic. Thank you, Tati. Amazeballs. So that is the lips, and I think this is what I'm going to be doing for the Midsummer's Night Masquerade. So put down a coat of this, let it get tacky. Use the black glitter to give it more of a dark sheen, and then I use the silver glitter and just roll it on. And this is kind of dry, so that coat will probably come off. But once the Tattoo Junkie is dry, it stays on pretty well. Little to no touch-ups. Again, medieval times, greasy food, stayed on pretty good. Of course, you don't want to be, like, making out with people, because that definitely probably would come off. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around. You know how bad I am, I babble. But back to the eyes, Lunatic Cosmetics, right through here. These are fantastic. They're not expensive pigments. I highly recommend. But it gives a really metallic sheen. I really wish and hope that it shows up a little bit. Also, I started doing Sephora Playbox, which I'm super excited. This one I wasn't quite as woo, but the one before that, they did, it was a shimmer, and this is amazing. Becca. It's their highlight. This is just wow. Wow, wow. It's what I have actually on my cheeks right now. Again, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but wow. That's all I gotta say about this. And it's amazing because you can actually, it's very blendable, because I don't always want like up in your grill, like crazy highlight. Depends on what character as well. So it actually blends out to a nice, just natural dewy shine, which is awesome for the days you don't. But it will also, it's buildable. So you can like punch people out with your shine. So that was amazing. This also came in there. Its benefits, it's a stick highlighter. It's also amazing. This box was just amazing. You got some Lumiere loose setting powder, or Laura Mercier, sorry. Laura Mercier, and it is as good as the buzz has been saying. I love it. It's nice and lightweight. It hasn't broke me out, and I have severely sensitive skin. So I have to be very, very, very careful about what I put on. But yeah, that's the highlight, the Beckham. Also, got so lucky. These drops are amazing. I know the Unicorn Tears is what's like really, really popular right now, but this is fan-freaking-tastic. I put a little bit in my, one of the fun things to do is basically if I take a little bit of this, just a little bit goes a long way. And this is what also I used on, right underneath the eye. I don't know if you get to actually even see that. So basically what I did was I took a little flat brush, put it on a flat brush like this, and then I put it right underneath the eye. Which just brought out a little bit more. Now it's a highlighter, so cheeks work too. But again, I was using the Becca powder, but dang. All the highlighters that came into my box were absolutely fantastic. Also, brow bone, this stuff is amazing. But yeah, these liquid drops are amazing. Another way to use them, sorry if you heard that, I just knocked everything down, is a little bit of the shine drop. If you want like a dewy finish to your face and you have a really, really matte concealer, I have MAC, and this is definitely very, very matte. Basically, I take a little bit of my concealer, put it on the drops, and then it can help give you like a really dewy finish, like an all over little dewy finish for your face, which is kind of fantastic. Okay, so back to, I'm totally off subject, but definitely recommend. Love the drops, love the Becca highlighter, love the Laura Mercier. Those are all fantastic. With my cosplaying, waterproofing and making this stuff stay through sweat and everything is incredibly highly important. So I have been testing out a lot of different eyeliners. I must say, I still have not found its match. This is Stargazer. It's a very inexpensive brand. It's actually a UK brand, so sometimes it can be hard to get your little hands on. Sometimes you can find it on eBay. But Stargazer, semi-permanent, Semi-permanent tattoo pens. These are amazing. I've used them on several cosplays, like the Moogle makeup I did with them, the Fawn makeup. A lot of times I'll do outlines with it, but yeah, these are amazing. Absolutely amazing, inexpensive. Stargazer, semi-permanent tattoo pen, fantastic. Absolutely, absolutely 100% would recommend. This worked out really, really well for cosplay this weekend. We did Pride and Prejudice and Zombies mixed with Steven Universe, and so we had like basically the Regency dresses, and then we added the Steven Universe elements to that, and Kedra actually did Paradox. This looked amazing and beautiful with the whole entire thing. It stayed on. It's Urban Decay. It's a little bit pricier, but this goes a really, really long way because you only need a little bit of it. Highly recommend if you're a cosplayer. This stuff is definitely worth the investment. And this one has a very metallic sheen to it. The razor sharp long wear liquid eyeliner, and this one's in green. Let's see what they actually call it. Kush. Another one that I have been trying that also came in the box, and so far it has not failed me, is, if I can find it, probably sitting out somewhere. There's my tattoo pen. But I used it this weekend, or last, I don't even know where we're at in the week, but for the symposium that I've been chattering about, I actually used it there. It's the Stila. That was fantastic. It's got a really, really nice tip on it. It stayed. I didn't have any problems with it running. So it was really, really good. And it also came in the play box. Stila. Really, really, really good stuff. And this is intense black. Too Faced issues. People have had it stipple on them, which basically, even though you're putting a smooth line on, it looks like choppy. Basically, is the gist of it, and a lot of people have had trouble with it. If I shake it really, really well, warm it up with my hands a little bit, I have that issue kind of subsides a little bit. I haven't had super lots of trouble with it. Stila. Kat Von D. I am super crazy sad. The tattoo liner, and I bought like a couple different shades because I'm in love with Kat Von D stuff. Unfortunately, this just did not work out for me. It cakes on me, and it crumbles. It cakes and crumbles right off. So, heartbroken just a little bit on that, but yeah. Kat Von D. It stayed on for a while, but then it caked and crumbled on me. Unfortunately, my pH does not like it. Boo. Yeah, so basically eyeliners. What I have on today is actually, I was trying a new one, and so far I don't like it. Benefit. I've been having a lot of issues with this freaking, like, you have to push down so hard to get it to go on. It's like I'm pulling my eye. Oh, that's, wow. See that? I don't know if you can see that chunk that just, like, the chunk that just came off. Like, I am just not impressed, which really made me sad because I really wanted to love this. Like, because the tip on it is just, wow. Like, you can get, if this product came out and came out good, like, you could totally get total precision on it. But so far, I've been trying with it, I've been playing with it, and I have just not been super successful in my trials of it so far. I'll keep you posted. Also, a go-to, I love it. I need to get more. Benai Pod. This, you basically just take like a flat brush, and once it is on there and you have set it, it doesn't move around. Unless you actually physically wipe your hand in it, it usually stays pretty well. So that is eyeliner. We already talked about highlighter. Some of my favorite palettes. Some issues I wanted to address. There's so many beauty gurus on here, all of them talking, you know, about their favorites and all that stuff. So some of this I'm sure you will have seen reviews on. Oh, one more on the lips. Another want for me. This color, absolutely beautiful. I wanted this lipstick so bad. Again, crumble and fall off. Now the Everlast I've had a lot better. It's been a lot better. I can wear it for a couple of hours before it starts crumbling a little bit, and then reapplying it isn't that big of a pain. But unfortunately, the actual Studied Kiss lipstick, and this one's in Poe, just crumbles. Just crumbles right off my lips. Makes me sad. Some other good brands, like I said, Tattoo Junkie, I swear by it. I've had some good luck with the Tarte, the lip paint. This shade is phenomenal. I can't even remember what the name of the shade was, but it's amazing. Then I got some little samples. And this, I didn't think I'd like, because I really don't do nudes, but this is actually quite beautiful. But yeah, the Tarte lip paints. Those I've had some good luck with. Fantasy Makers Enchanting Body Crayon. This is amazing, and it's an amazing red. I cannot speak, like, anything bad about this. It's one of the most amazing, like, almost blood reds that I've ever run across, and it stays where you put it. Okay, now moving on. Yeah, look. I didn't even let it dry down all the way. What was I moving on to? Palettes. Oh, yes. Yes. The palettes that I currently have in my personal arsenal that I reach for again and again and again and again and take them to every convention I go to. Thank you, Kat. Kat Von D Metal Matte. This was worth, it's every bit as good as the hype says. There's a couple issues with a few of the colors in here being a little bit chalky. A little bit of fallout does happen, but overall, wow. I mean, it's just amazing. I am not disappointed. Like, these metals, you can actually see I've almost panned. Oh, I'm going to be so sad when I pan. Oh, I won't be able to get my hands back on it. But this tinsel, the tinsel is insane. And that's like, here, I'll just put it on somewhere. Look at that. It is absolutely insanely beautiful. The blue in here, we're going to just swatch on my face because I'm weird like that. Oh my goodness, this is Nebula. Oh my goodness. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about this. Not to mention Flash. Oh, wow. Flash. And they have a very buttery feel to them. Look at that. It's just reflective. I can't. It stays on. I haven't had any problems with it creasing. I did this amazing blue look with it when we were in Chicago. It was, oh, just to die for. Yeah, I take. Sorry, I got interrupted. Somebody sent me a message. I really have got to do something other than using my phone because every time somebody sends me a message, it stops the video, and then I have to go in video editor and blah blah, video edit. So yeah, Kat Von D. Reach for it a lot. It was totally worth the money. I've been using it a lot, and I'm still, the only one I'm really close to panning on is the tinsel. The rest of it, I mean, it goes a long way. The Nebula, I've used quite a bit of too. Wow, I look special. I mean, I already looked special when we started this, but I look extra special now. So yeah, Kat Von D, Metal Matte, totally worth the buzz. Love it. Reach for it. There was so much controversy with this one. Either you liked it or you loved it. Packaging isn't always that big of a deal to me. Don't get me wrong. I love a fancy packaging. Who doesn't? I mean, this Metal Matte pack, I love the packaging on this. It is rather big, especially if you're traveling with it, but I still love it. I mean, I just do. This, I mean, the packaging, whatever. But here's the thing. There's a crap ton of fallout. I'm not even going to lie, it is definitely a lot of fallout. However, the pigmentation on the black, I reach for this for my pigmented, if I'm looking for a pigmented black, because The pigment on this black, it's a solid, it's like a sateen black. And here, clean-ish finger. I need my Marcella water. Okay. Clean finger. Clean face. Ish. Okay, watch. Clean finger. Dab. Well, dabbing didn't. Look at that. And I didn't even put that much pressure. And wow. And the nice thing, the wonderful thing that I love about this is the same thing. Even with a brush. It's not quite. I mean, it does gray out a little bit for the most part though. Highly pigmented black. I reach for this constantly for that. Also, Ivy. Very, very pigmented. If you don't want to mess around, like, by far, the Lunatic Cosmetics, this is my favorite, like, metally one to use. But if you're just looking for a, like, just flat-out white that is highly pigmented, you're going to have the same results with the white. I mean, you just saw what I did. It's very, 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 I mean, even with my light skin, you can see where I put that. I think that's part of the reason I fell in love with it is because I am very, very, very pale naturally, and it's really, really hard to find a white that it's like, oh, wow, you actually put something on your eyes if I want to go for more of a neutral look. So, say what you will about this palette, but as far as pigmentation, the black and the white, in my personal opinion, are amazing. Again, the price tag, though, was a little bit on the high side, especially if you're only going to be using a few in here. But for the most part, most of these pigments, it's buttery feeling. Most of the pigments actually aren't bad. I mean, look at that. I mean, most of the pigments in here are actually pretty good. Plus, with the kit, for the money you spent, you also got the Better Than Sex mascara and a couple of extras. So, I personally was not bitter at all. I like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite palette ever, but it's definitely, definitely pigmented. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Moving on. This is going to be a really, really long video this time, but it'll be alright. Ooh. Alright. There we go. Yeah. I'm saying a lot. I do apologize. Another one that I've been really enjoying, and this is another beauty guru suggestion that I was just like, yay, when I bought it. The peanut butter and jelly palette, and this was Graveyard Girl. I watch her constantly, and I have been loving this palette. Not only do I just love this, every time I open it, I'm just like, because you know it's in the chocolate scent. It's yeah, it's got the cocoa powder. Cocoa powder. It's just, I mean, absolutely delicious. Sometimes actually, I will, even if I'm not like using this whole entire palette, whip it out because I want to, because the white on this is, again, you can see it against my really, really pale skin. The white is amazing. The purple, again, this is me just dabbing. Dab, dab. The purple is a little, it kind of just looks bruisey on me, but the true amazingness in this palette, Nuts About You, I have used a ton. It's that grungy, oh, look at that, grungy rust color that I just love. Plus, I don't know about you, but I smell the palette all day long when I put it on my face. Jammin' is excellent in the crease. It's just a really good, and it's not super expensive. If you want just a tiny little palette that has some grunge colors in it, go for this. I have highly enjoyed it. I also always suggest a MAC palette. These you build yourself. As you can see, I've had mine for quite some time. It's quite beat up. That way you know you're going to use the colors. The colors aren't already predetermined for you, so you can go in and pick your favorites. As you can see, I have picked my favorites. I need to reorder a few because I've panned on several of them. But it's convenient. I love it. For the price, I mean, they last for quite a while. And I just highly suggest everybody go make your own MAC palette. Or a Z palette with Colored Rain is another one that I've been anxious to get my little paws on, because the pigmentation on the one little sample thing that I had, a friend of mine gave me, was amazing. And I just want to get a Z palette and just fill it with Colored Rain. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm telling you. Colored Rain, so it's www.colourredraine, coloredraine.com. Amazing pigment, plus it's just good. It's good makeup, and I love their cover line on it. You know, beauty for everybody. They're very, very into the diverse and inclusion, and it's just beautiful and fabulous, and everybody should go buy some. Moving on. Dude, worth the money. Do it. I say just do it. I have used this. The color reflection, you get tiny little pans and you're like, but you really honest to God. I am very sorry if anybody's religious and I just offended them, but this is just ridiculous. Look. And this isn't barely swiped, just, I barely put any pressure. And I'm using my middle finger, I apologize. And like, the reflection, the color reflect on it is insane. And it is true to the colors that it says that it is reflecting. The pink reflects pink. The blue reflect. Since I was doing lapis lazuli, oh, that side's got makeup. Everywhere's got makeup. Here is the sapphire reflect. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. Totally worth the money. Another purchase that I do not regret. If you're doing cosplay a lot and you funk colors, Marion. I love Marion Paradise color palette. This is the pastel. This stuff is amazing. And for some reason it smells like coconuts. I don't know why, but it does. It smells like coconuts. But this stuff stays on. It's just, oh yeah. Yeah, it smells like coconuts. I don't know why it smells like coconuts, but it totally does. I'm just going to sit here and sniff my palettes. I'll be right back, right? Alright. Yeah, wash my face on camera, because that's just what I do. Okay. There we go. Got some of that off. So, yeah. Where was that? Marion. I love this stuff. It's got a very, very, very creamy texture when you just dip into it hand. Just no liquid whatsoever. No liquid makeup mixer. Now, you can use makeup mixer with this. I've also used isotopic solution, which helps to make it a little bit more waterproof. Yeah, there we go. But dang is all I gotta say, because the staying power is crazy. Look at that. And I barely even tapped into it. So, yeah, I definitely, and it's just really creamy. It stays on really well. So, I definitely also, if you can get your little paws on these aren't super cheap though, but the pans on them are huge. $30 months is what you have on this before it goes bad on you. Does not have, I think it did on the original packaging, and I can't remember. But I think it did tell you how big, how many grams came in it, and it did originally come with a brush. I don't know what I did with the brush that came in here, but it came with a brush. So definitely another good purchase for cosplayers, because they come in such a variety of colors. It's just fantastic. Plus, it's a lot more waterproof. Woo! Yeah, you gotta let the micellar water sit on there for a minute for that one. Mouth's still going strong. Don't worry, I only have, ooh, ouch. I just kicked the table. I apologize. Glow Kit, Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I am really light colored. But the group that I cosplay with are, they have a deeper, richer skin tone than I do. So I don't use this particularly a lot for myself because it tends to show up way too dark on me. Yeah, I'll just give you an example. So this one I do use. I think this one's Summer. And you can't really see. There we go. And that one's good for me. The rest are a tad bit dark. And I don't like it for contour because it's a little too shimmery for my taste for contour. This one's bronze. But see, it's still got a little bit of a shimmer to it. When I do contour, I want it to be a natural contour. And then that one is Tourmaline. Yeah. And then there's Moonstone. So I tend to use this on them more than myself, but the top one up in the corner is definitely, if you're looking for a warmer toned highlight, the Summer is amazing. Final palette. Chocolate bar palette. You've heard it. You've heard. Sorry, I like to smell this one too. You've heard everybody talk about it. You've heard a lot of good things about it. In my personal opinion, I love it. So, and that is all of the palettes. So we've done palettes, we've done lips, we've done liners. I went over a couple of my favorite pigments to use when I'm cosplaying. And highlighters. We went over a couple of highlighters that I got in my box. Currently, lashes. I have been using the Lights Camera lashes from Tarte. However, I've had a little bit of an issue with transfer down here at the bottom. I've yet to come across a completely, like, waterproof that actually makes your lashes look delicious and stays on and doesn't run. Gotta remember though, I'm trying this makeup stuff on in extreme circumstances, head to toe costume, sweating bullets, kind of a thing. So, but I do love the way this makes the lashes look. And if you're not going to be in an extreme situation, I think that it works really well because I do wear it on an everyday kind of a basis as well. Oh, love this too, by the way. Been absolutely loving this. If you do a lot of different people's makeup and you need to switch in between the colors, this is super convenient. I used to just wipe it on my leg, which is not a good habit to get into. This is way more cleanly, I'm sure, because you can just take a little isotopic solution, spray over it, and ready for the next person. Plus, you can wash this out. It comes out. You could actually probably make one of these yourselves, because this is basically just the sponges they use in the hair kind of stuff, and you could get a tin and put it in there. But I don't mind having done the investment. Less time I had to spend doing it, but it's the Sephora Color Switch. It's good stuff. It definitely works. It definitely helps transfer a color, because if you try to do it too quick, it gets muddy, as anybody should know. Another glitter that I highly recommend if you are a glitter aficionado. Marion Signature Glitter. It's amazing. It stays on. It doesn't crumble. It's like liquid, amazing, shiny beautifulness, and it lasts forever. This one's on its last legs almost, because, yeah, you know you gotta get rid of your makeup at a certain point. When it gets to a certain point, after you've had it for a while. This one's definitely on its last legs. Gotta poke the top. It's also been a while since I used it. I think the last time I used it was, beginning or end of last year. But, yeah. Ugh. Not cooperating. And it will dry down like that. So you can like draw, and then once it's dry, it'll stay, which is part of what I love. And you can do like a flat drawing, or you can do like what I call a glitter puff paint drawing, where it has a little bit of a texture to it. I know, puff paint, everybody's like, no, bad. But I love puff paint, so. Granted, some really bad shirts came from puff paint, but you can't really hold that against. Wow, that was like an eruption. A rate, now that I'm making a beautiful glittering mess over here, this stuff is amazing. It's like liquid glitter that dries down, so it's not tacky and it's not glossy, which is what I love about it, because yeah, you can put this on your eyelid, give it a few minutes to dry, and you're not going to crease, because yeah, let's go ahead and put some on there. Yeah. Because I said again. Somebody needs to sit over here with a cattle prod and like prod me every time I say not yeah, it's just, wow. Yeah, look at that. And you can, again, you can rub it all around and give yourself a general sparkly shine, or you can draw and like do like puff paint drawings with glitter. I mean, what more could you want? Especially if you're like, you know, late 80s, early 90s kid. I remember making puff paint shirts on the weekend with my mom and my sisters. It was quite fascinating. This is, again, I apologize, this is going to be a really long video because I'm kind of a makeup addict. I really need to go to clinic or something. I'm VIB rouge, or not rouge. I haven't hit rouge status, so I guess I'm not completely an addict until I do that. Just can't afford it, otherwise I probably already would have. Alright, primer. That's the other thing I was going to address. Love the Too Faced. Oh, I have makeup all over that. Awesome. Shadow Insurance. It's a 24-hour anti-crease. I've been loving it, but I just dropped it on the floor. When you use it, just keep in mind, roll it around your hand, shake it up a little bit, because the oil does tend to separate away from the actual makeup or whatever it is. And Professional, I've also been using that because it came in my... I'm so sparkly right now. It's insane. I just said it again, too. Issues. I think that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to, I mean, that's the only aspect of cosplay that I really haven't touched on, is the makeup aspect, and that's because there's just so many people out there with opinions and all this different stuff. I didn't think my opinion really, whatever, but, alright, I'm gonna try to get back into the room and do some more crafting. Symposium is over. So, back to work and have some project that some people wanted me to do for them. As a matter of fact, that's who messaged. They're wanting to know if I'd gotten a start on that yet. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. When removing makeup. So my favorite things to use. This stuff is amazing. It's inexpensive. It doesn't tug or pull. I haven't had any nasty reactions to it, and I really, really honestly do have really sensitive skin. Like, if I don't have a rash on my face, it's a very, very good day for me. Another go-to that I end up using a lot, baby wipes, because you can just toss them in your bag of go, whereas this, you have two different items. Gotta get square cotton pads and this, so sometimes this is a fallback, and it really does. It takes off just about everything. Let me show you. I'll do this eye. You already saw me kind of doing. Now I didn't do it all the way, as you can see. Just swiping it got quite a bit of it off, but it did not get. Because look at this. This is that Benefit eyeliner that I've been struggling with, because I want it to work so bad, because it is like, again, just one swipe and it's still there. The formula is good. It's just the execution, not so great. Okay, so just setting the baby wipe on my face for just a minute. And then wiping, no tugging, no pulling, because, you know, you love your eyes. It pretty much gets the makeup off. Uh-oh. I forgot that purple stains. Oops. Yeah, it pretty much gets the makeup off. Micellar water, same thing. Basically, I get these cotton pads. You can get like 100 for like $5. Fold. Let it go till it's moist. Sorry, I know a lot of people hate that word for some reason. Then unfold. Then for the, because this is actually supposed to be, that's the other thing. I'm trying this out. I'll let everybody know. Full fan effect. It's supposed to be waterproof. We'll see. Alright, put on eyeball. Excuse me. Let's sit 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. Because you don't want to pull at your eye. Ooh, the mascara, the waterproof mascara is crumbling. Crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. Got little crumbles. Wow. Yeah, that waterproof mascara, holy cow. On a whole nother level. I'm trying to take that off. Like, can you see all the little crumbles that I'm trying to get up? Wow. That's insane. I might actually have to use oil-based remover for the waterproof mascara to get it all the way off. Because it is definitely still on there. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you can see all the little crumbles that I'm grabbing. It's insane. Insane, I tell you. I'll usually just take a dry one, run over, make sure I get all the little excess. Let's see if the micellar water can take. I've never tried the micellar water. This is actually the Tattoo semi-permanent purple pen. Oh wow. Okay, that's actually kind of working. I am pulling a little bit. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't do that. But yeah, wow. It's actually taking that purple pigment out. Yay, go micellar water. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Garnier, you can get it pretty much anywhere, including Dollar Store. Wow, wow. It actually took that purple pigment out of the corner of my eye. Alright. You go. Other thing, I don't like using baby wipes on the mouth, but it does actually work. It just tastes really, really bad. Whereas this doesn't really taste that bad. I got another message. You know, I can sit here all day long and not get a single freaking message if I'm not using my phone. Like yesterday, not a single message. But today, because I'm trying to film, I will get messages out the wazoo. Anyway, okay, so I showed you this. I put this on. It's been on for about 2 hours. Still going pretty strong. But I'm ready to take it off because nothing. I am not going anywhere today, and I don't. My mom is trying to get a hold of me. She's not gonna stop. Alright. Alright, so, yeah. Happy crafting, happy cosplaying, and I will go ahead and get a hold. My mom's calling, so that's why I said that. And I will talk to you, all you cosplaying beautiful DIYer peoples, at a later time. Oh yeah, another one, Black Opal. Check it out. The lipsticks are divine, and they stay on. And this one actually even smells kind of like cherries. I don't know. I'm really into the good smelling lip products. So yeah, I know I'm babbling. Bye, happy crafting!